Hello everyone. So we're going to be doing this room and we're going to have some fun with hashes, as you can see. It's called Crack the Hashes and I believe it's a free room. Yes, it is. So essentially, we will just be getting a lot of hash types and we will try to successfully crack them. So yeah, let's get into it. There's a tool that I like called Haiti. You can install it with gem install Haiti hash, like so. But I already have it. So you can essentially just do this. And it will try to identify what type of hash type it is. Tools like John will also have automatic hash identification that is not always correct, but it will try to. So let's see. We can try that with John, just for fun, hash. And then we can use word list. The most default to go to is going to be Rocky, like so. And so it identified several different hashes. We can try to specify exactly which one is the correct one. So we can do format, like so. And there we go. So now it's correct. So now it was able to get it correct. We can try with Hashcat as well. So Hashcat, hash, and then use a share word list Rocky. The following 12 hash modes match the structure of your input hash. So you can see that Hashcat has somewhat of an auto detection as well, but once again, not completely reliable. So we can do mode and then 0 because we believe that this is an MD5 hash. And as you can see, it's already cracked. So the corresponding password is easy. And this was indeed a MD5 hash. So we just give the input right here. Awesome. So let's see. So we have a new hash right here. Once again, we can use Haiti. It believes that it might be a SHA-1. I believe Kali also has a tool called Hash Identifier. Possible hashes, it also thinks it might be a SHA-1. So there are a few different ways we can go about it, but I tend to default to Haiti. And then just try to use John to auto-detect, personally. So yeah. Let us update the hash. And then let's try this again. Not with MD5. And in this case, it managed to auto-detect it correctly. And yeah. So it believed it was a raw SHA-1. And as you can see, that's what Heidi thought as well. So that's awesome. Password 123. Correct, awesome. Let's continue. So we can do Haiti once again. So several different output, perhaps SHA-256. We could try John again. It detected this as cryptosafe, which Haiti does not think is the case. We can specify format like so, try that. And there we go. SHA-256 was correct, let me in. So now we have a new hash type right here. You can also go to a site. Some are more easy to detect than others. You can see it has a little bit of a signature right here. So let's see. Hashcat hash identifier, I believe. Example hashes like so. And sometimes you're able to take the very start of a hash and do Control-F. But in this case, it did not seem like it. but some are more clear than others. Let's see, like for instance, the ASVAB roast. Yeah, Caribou 5. This will always be an ASVAB, and you can easily identify it like so. But yeah, this is a good site you can also use. But let's get back to this one. So let's update the hash. Replace that. We can also use, once again, Haiti. Bcrypt. We can also do hash identifier. See what that thing? Not found. So Bcrypt. We can see with John. Without specifying a format, just let it auto-detect. It seems to believe that it's Bcrypt as well. My cal is being a bit slow because it's using a lot of resources, as you can see right there. Yeah, Bcrypt. So this obviously might take a while, depending on if the password is even in this list right here, and if it's early or late into the list. But that's okay. I'll simply pause for now until it actually cracks, because it might take a while. So it also says Bcrypt blowfish. Let me just cancel this, just to make really sure that we are using the specific format of Bcrypt. Yeah, so it didn't change anything. But yeah, I just want to clarify that. So let me just wait until it cranks. It's probably going to be a little while. So this is generally taking quite some time. So let me just go and take a look at what the actual answer is. Alright, so it seems the password is blah. So I'm gonna go and see. So we can grep for blah. And Rocky. Like so. And then we can see what line it is. So it is at 173,000. That's reblash. Okay, so yeah, it and this let's see. This type of hash can take really long, it says as well. So either fit raw queue for 4-character words or use a mask. Okay, so they wanted us to slow it down, I guess. So I guess I can just show. So like I'll make a test dog. And then we could try the John again. We can keep the auto identify on. And then let's just do past. And there we go. So yeah, it was the right hash type. It was just, would take really, really long. And I guess they wanted us to take a look at the hint. But that's okay. But it would have been the right methodology nevertheless. So we have another hash right here. Let's see, there's another tool as well called hash ID as well. That can also be utilized. You can also do -m as well to show the mode, like so. If you want to use something like Hashcat. But I tend to prefer Haiti myself. But yeah, it's very nice to have several, just so you can cross-reference with different tools. There are also hash identification tools for online as well, like websites and whatnot. But yeah. So let's update the hash rather. Like so. And let's see. So it believed that this is 75. That is very possible. There we go. Let's try up. So once again, it did a bad job of identifying. So we can just specify with hate like so. Format raw MB5. And that did not for each. But then we can see what this tool thinks as well. It will is perhaps MD2. What did it? Hej till go, the hamified alarm. Could be learned. Why would empty? Alarm. Well. Let's try it again. So it doesn't think that it's but yes, we could try MD4 as well. So online hamkund. But is it the right hash rate? Yeah, it is. We can also look up lighthouse identifier online. So 6 others and before. We could just have to try the different ones. Let's have Hashcat simply just open the flank this all. Let's see what it comes up like. So we check these, I'm pretty sure. Let me just hand it to check the EM. So we check the 900 just now. We build it strict 0. There's also a tool called Crack Station as well that I forgot to mention. It's pretty similar, just try to automatically detect oops. So let's say exhausted, none of this, hash target is this. So we are not a robot, yes. And then there we go. So it was done before. You just checked under for him. So let's see if this password actually is Obsidian. Really? Okay. I use well, det är som kunder. Not för det capital E, it is för det normal E. The same as a game. We did crack it nevertheless using this, since perhaps they have used a different version of Obsidian. We can of course try different word listing what bad, so that this would be sufficient. And there we go. Beautiful. And if you would like to see me do level 2 in a different video, just let me know down below. And I hope this was useful. Hope you learned something new and have an awesome day around. And if you find this video useful, then you're absolutely gonna love this. We have a massive, free-to-try, 25-hour plus OSCP course that you can see that people are just absolutely loving. That inside gives you all of the resources that you need to crush the OSCP. We have a massive roadmap that literally covers everything. We cover initial access, privilege escalation, Windows and Linux. We cover Active Directory. We cover post-exploitation. We cover lateral movement. We cover pivoting, tunneling. We cover the exam. We cover the reporting. We cover all of the attacks that you need and all of the techniques that you need for OSCP. We also cover all the rooms that you need to do and all of the rooms just linked inside. We cover Active Directory chains as well. And we literally cover everything. And you will instantly get all of these resources once you join. So click the link down below, try it completely for free. I'll see you inside.